Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Lauren J, and I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today we're going to try out a bunch of new to me things that I got for Christmas, things that I got as advent calendars, and just some other kind of random stuff that I want to try. So if you're into that, keep watching. And I hope you had a good holiday time off, whatever it is you celebrate or don't celebrate. I just hope you had a relaxing week. And let's get into all of this. So to start off, I have already done my skincare and my sunscreen. I've done my brows with the Too Faced brow wig, which I got in a sample a really long time ago. And I have the Ulta Matte Eye Primer on my eyes because I know those are things I'm going to use and they're not really new to me right now. So let's start. So I got some new, I picked up the Clarins advent calendar, the 12-day one. I showed that in my last video. I didn't open it up, I just opened up one of the drawers, and I used that as my second half of advent calendar since I had the Trader Joe's for the first half. And this is one of the things that came in. It's a mix of skincare and makeup, but this is the SOS primer, which I've heard a lot about, so I wanted to try that. But also in my Christmas present, my sister gave me this little sample from her Ipsy of the Danessa Myricks hydrating facial oil, so the beauty oil, and so I wanted to try this. Like I said, I've already done my my sunscreen and my skincare, so I'm just going to try a little bit of this. Now this does have like gold flecks in it, and I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to use it, but I thought I would just put it over my skincare and then under my primer. So it's got a little dropper. I'm not going to use very much, just a little, because I do have a face oil on right now. Four drops. And then just going to put that on. I'm not sure if it has a smell. If it does, it might be kind of a rose smell. I just put that on for a little bit of hydration, because the weather's been changing up quite frequently. We had freezing cold last week, and now we're up to the 40s and 50s today, so my skin just doesn't know how to deal with it. So I figure the more oil, the better. And I was super excited to get a Danessa Myricks product. I didn't even know that she was part of Ipsy, so I think that's really cool that you can get stuff like that. I don't have Ipsy, she does, so not an advertisement, just I think it's kind of cool. And then we're gonna go in with the SOS primer. This is a pretty famous primer, I've heard, for, you know, Clarins. It's not a big brand as, maybe it's a bigger brand overseas, but it's not, I think it used to be a bigger brand in the past, but I think it's been sort of making its way back into sort of the luxury skincare market and luxury makeup market. So this is the SOS primer. It's a white primer, just a little dot, and just gonna put that on my T-zone and the places where my skin just needs a little bit extra help with coverage. And again, it might have a scent, but I can't really tell. If it does, it's a very clean scent. All right, so we're gonna go into eyeshadow next, which is my favorite part. And if you saw my last video, which was my makeup haul, what I got for Christmas, you'll know what's coming, but this is a little Sophia and Mabelle eyeshadow quad called the Cleopatra palette. So I wanted to use this because it's just this little tiny palette. It's got these pretty copper and bronze shades in it, but it has like this little brown matte here, and the other palettes that I'm going to use don't really have mattes. I think technically there's one in there, but it's really not a matte. So I thought I would use this and some new brushes. So these are some Shayna B brushes that my sister picked up for me for the holidays, and I'm going to use this little crease brush, and like I said, I've already primed my eyes, and I'm going to go into the brown matte shade and just do a little bit in the crease. It's a nice cocoa brown shade, pretty pigmented right off the bat. But I do tend to load up my brush and not tap off the excess, so. Okay, so I don't want to do too much there, just put the crease color down. So it's a nice little formula, nice little, I mean, it's a little bit powdery, but it's not that different from most of the shadows that I use, so very nice. Can't say much about it. I've only used the one shade, but it's a nice little matte in there. Next, we're going to get to my newest prized possessions because I just cannot stop staring at these things. These are the Byredo Quints. So there's obviously five eyeshadows in each. This is the Fêtes Noir, and then this is the Metal Boots in the Snow. So they have this beautiful water drop packaging. This one is the special in gunmetal. I believe they released this last Christmas, and I think they also released this one in the winter time last year. This was one of their holiday, not really a holiday palette, but a wintertime palette. So the color stories, if you've seen Fête Noir, you know what's coming, but it has the cute little mirror in there with Byredo on it, and then the plastic, and then on the inside, here's the color story. It's black. So you kind of have a matte, I don't even know what you call this. These two are more like satin shimmers, satins with shimmer in them. This one is a little bit more shimmery than this one. And then this one is a beautiful, it's like a silver with gold, I think they say. I mean, it's got quite a bit of a dark base, but it's got gold, almost a little bit of olive. I wouldn't necessarily call it green, but definitely has a beautiful gold shift to it. And yeah, I think this one is called black with silver, and this one's called silver with silver. I don't know. And then this one is a glitter. It's a topper. I don't use it. I've tried to swatch it a little bit, and I don't really like the way that it swatches. So I think I'm just gonna stare at it and skip it, putting it on my eyes. But I'm definitely gonna be using this center shade here. I think this shade is very deceptive in the way that it goes on your eyes. It's not what you think it's going to be, and it's very pretty. So I think this would be, if you're going to do like a New Year's Eve look and just take a black shadow like this with some gold and smoke it out on the eye just as a one and done look, I think that would be beautiful. If I had anywhere to go for New Year's Eve, that's what I would be doing this year, but I don't have that life, so I use this as liner. And then Metal Boots in the Snow. I think this was pretty universally praised when it came out. It's got a really nice formula. Again, same compact. And it does have a silver glitter here that, again, I'm not crazy about the way it swatches, so I'm not probably going to use that very much. But you've got a couple of khaki colors here. You've got this blue color in the middle, and then you've got this gorgeous taupey pewter shade over here. I am wearing this alone or with this center shade as a liner, and these two are gorgeous together. Yesterday I wore this one, which is this sort of, I don't know, it's just a beautiful shifty light green mossy color. It's so beautiful. I haven't used this one on my eyes yet, and I think I'm going to use this one today. So I'm going to use that with the center shade in the other palette, and I'm not sure how close they're gonna be, so hopefully not too close, but let me give you some swatches of these beautiful shades. They're meant to be put on with a finger. You can see that's a kind of a khaki. And then here is this beautiful blue shade. This one's called Boucle. The green one is called Strap. And then this is this beautiful shade that I used on my eyes yesterday. It goes from a green to a brown. And that one is, this one is Ground Frost. It's a beautiful name. And then this one right here is called Verglas. It's just absolutely stunning on the lids as a one and done. Again, it's kind of a mix of purple, or a mix of pewter and taupe. It's just, and it goes on my eyes, it looks like silver with just a little hint of something, but like it has the potential to just be really, these have the potential to just be really chameleon shades on everyone. So yeah, just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful color story. And then I think just real quick, I'm going to give you a swatch of that center shade in here. And this one is called Mystères. I'll put that right up here. Stunning. And I think it pairs really beautifully with the Metal Boots and the Snow palette. So we're going to go in with Strap on a finger and just put that all over the lid. I don't necessarily need a crease color shade with these shades, but I figured why not try out a new palette and just deepen up my crease while I'm at it. And I really do like the way that these apply. Which is really nice and, I don't know, not like silky, but almost like a wet feel. Almost, not quite. Definitely don't feel dry. And I do have to build them up to some degree, but mostly they just give a nice, beautiful layer of color. And I like that color with my eyes. Anyway, if I do say so myself. Okay, I'm gonna go into Fêtes Noir and just take a liner brush and go in and just do some lining. And as you can see, it's not like a super dark black. But I think it pairs really nicely with this sort of khaki shade, especially with the gold sparkle in it. So just kind of a nice mossy look for today. I'm just gonna go out walking a little bit later, so it's not a big deal. And I think today I'm actually going to do a little bit extra, which I don't normally do with these palettes. I'm going to take this little pencil brush. I'm going to add a bit of Verglas in the inner corner. So you've kind of got that gold and silver thing going on, mixed metals. But I like this shade because it's very silver, but it also leans, it can lean very rosy in some lights, and it's just really pretty and light reflecting, and it's fun. So these are $75 palettes. I didn't buy them for myself. I asked for them for Christmas. So I'm not saying anybody needs to rush out and get a $75 palette. I mean, they're just super pretty, and I just want to stare at them all the time. And they have fingerprints on them now, and I need to clean them off. But yeah, definitely just like one of my favorite gifts of this year. So part of my Clarins advent calendar is the Clarins sample of the Wonder Perfect 4D mascara. I tried this yesterday and it didn't seem to irritate my eyes, but we'll try it again today. So it's got a very long natural bristle. Well, I don't know if it's natural, but not a plastic bristle, with a sort of a rounder, sort of volumizing, I guess, type of wand. And it didn't smear on me when I went out walking yesterday, so that is always a plus. And I like it. I don't know that it's doing anything necessarily different from my Maybelline, maybe giving it a little bit more volume because of the brush, but yeah, I don't know. It's been a nice mascara, so doesn't flake, doesn't smudge as far as I've tried for one day, so we'll find out again today if it does. But I'm gonna take a break and go put on some foundation because I don't have any new foundation, and then I'll be back for concealer. Okay, so I just did 2 pumps of the No. 7 Restore and Renew Multi-Action Serum Foundation with SPF 20. This is not new, it's just a product in my collection that needed a little bit more love. So next we're going to use this Purlisse BB Perfect Glow BB Concealer. I again got this from my sister, one of her Ipsy samples, so hopefully it's a good shade match. We will find out. Oh yeah, it's plenty light. Feels nice and soft. It looks like it's going to be heavy, but it actually feels pretty nice. It's pretty nicely blendable. Doesn't seem like it dries down really quickly, which can be a good or bad thing depending on how you work. I'm kind of at this point used to the Anastasia concealer, which doesn't dry fast, but it is thicker, it sticks to your face a little bit more. This kind of is a little bit different from that, a little bit creamier, lighter. But yeah, definitely some brightness there. This is probably a little bit more of a yellow tint than I would normally use, but I think it works. And I'm just gonna set that real quick with some KIKO powder. I'm gonna go in with my, once again, my Physicians Formula Bread and Butter Bronzer. I'm getting real close, there's not much left. I can't believe, I think I bought this year. Maybe pretty early this year, but I'm pretty sure that I've had this for just a year. That's a lot of bronze for me. And then my staple brush and blush topper combo, the Physicians Formula Butter Palette with Weylie, using the shade Wildflower, and the Laura Mercier Rose Glow Blush Color Infusion, All That Sparkles. Okay, so to top it all off, we're going to go in with the Clarins lip oil. So this was again from the Advent calendar. This was, I think, the last day of the Advent calendar, so it's kind of like the marquee product after the mascara. And I've really been wanting to try these quite a bit, so excited. This one is in Pitaya, I believe. Yeah, 04 Pitaya. It is the Lip Comfort Oil. And it has this giant doe foot. It smells kind of like candy. The applicator is very bendy, which is nice. So it's very pink, more pigmented than I was expecting. Feels nice as a lip oil. And I think it goes well with the blush. Maybe a little bit clashing with the eyes, but whatever. We're rebels, it's fine. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this lip oil holds up during the day. I mean, I love the ColourPop lip oils so much, but you know, they're not super long lasting. And those are probably even less pigmented than I would say this is, unless it's just like the pink color goes really well with my natural lip color. But I'm actually really surprised at how pigmented it is. I think especially with this eye look, but maybe it could be because of the eye look or because of the blush color too, so who knows. So yeah, pretty happy with this look. Just gonna finish it up, spray myself down. Okay, so here's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching me use some new and new to me products. Like I said, I'm completely in love with these things. I'm not sure that any of these products are gonna become like staples for me. Mostly they're samples. And again, I'm not gonna rush out and pay $75 for another eyeshadow quint, but again, I like having them and I like staring at them, and I'm probably never gonna pan them, and that's totally fine. So it's just a nice little departure from my normal routine that I've been doing. I've been pretty happy with my routine using the face products and the eye products that I really love. But it's just nice to switch it up, especially when you have some new things. So let me know if you got anything new for the holidays makeup wise, or if there's anything that you're really looking forward to releasing in 2023, anything you've got your eye on. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome, and all of them would be appreciated. And I will see you in the next one, guys. See you in 2023. Bye.